Hey there, it's Seb Frey here with another very exciting and special weekend update episode of Seb Frey TV. I wanted to do an episode yesterday, but the day just sort of got away from me. And, yesterday was Friday and I had a closing, and I wanted to share the story of the closing with you. This was an inherited property, so the seller didn't really know that much about the property. So she did carefully, get it ready for sale. I helped her out. We got it painted and did some flooring and a bunch of other stuff. And we were getting it ready for sale during the rainy season, right? And we happened to notice that the roof was leaking. That's no good. It was a concrete tile roof. And they're supposed to last 100 years. The house was only about 55 years old, something like that. So we had a roofer come out and got a whole roof bid for replacement, right? And then as we were getting ready for sale, I said, hey, you should really do a termite report as well. And she said, well, isn't a termite report, like all reports, inspections aren't that the responsibility of the buyer? And I said, yes, they are the responsibility ultimately of the buyer, but you should certainly just do your own reports ahead of time so that we don't have any surprises. Well, she did the termite report, and big surprise, there was a significant amount of termite and rot damage, right? Like the subfloors were heavily damaged underneath the kitchen sink and the hall bathroom shower and the master bathroom shower. A lot of that had to be ripped out. The termite bill was like super high, and she was freaking out, and I was kind of freaking out too. And I was like, oh, what do we do, right? So we couldn't afford to like rip the two bathrooms in the kitchen out and to put it back together again. There wasn't money for that. So I said, listen, what we'll do is we'll just brace up the subfloors, as best we can, and just disclose it to the buyer. Just say, hey, listen, this is what's going on, right? To make a long story short, we sold that house with like rotten subfloors, structurally sound, I think, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not a contractor, that's for the buyer to make their determination about that. But with the rotted subfloors, didn't repair those, did put nice new luxury vinyl plank floors on top, and a roof that was known to leak, and a whole bunch of other, like, rot, right? I mean, there's rot in the eaves, right? I mean, the house hadn't been tented in who knows how many years. Long story short, we got 3 offers, and we sold $30,000 over asking price in like 8 days or whatever, right? And so, what's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that do your inspections up front, and buyers absolutely will take a property, warts and defects and all. You don't have to put your property into perfect condition or even close to perfect condition for you to get multiple offers and for it to sell over asking price, and for the buyers not to ask for any concessions around repairs, like they did not ask for any concessions around repairs for this property. The seller, of course, over the moon, very happy. She was worried she would have to do a roof replacement or repair those subfloors, which would have been crazy expensive. But no, she disclosed it all up front, and it wasn't an issue. It sailed right through the whole appraisal process, no worries whatsoever. And the seller was thrilled, and I was thrilled, and we got a great result. So I just want to let you know that if you are getting your house ready for sale, don't worry about making it perfect and free of all defects, but do your own inspections up front and disclose those defects to the buyer, and get yourself a smooth, easy, as-is sale. So that is what I wanted to share with you this morning on Seb Frey TV. Hey, do me a favor. Would you share this with all your friends, countrymen, colleagues, family, whatever, who are thinking about buying or selling a house? I sure would appreciate it, because I know that is some very important information they'll want to hear. Do me a favor, write a comment, give me a thumbs up on Facebook, on Twitter, on wherever it is that you may be seeing this. All right, I would really appreciate that. And with that, I am signing out of this episode of Seb Frey TV.